Thank you very much. Last time I was in Hague, I was promoting business in Kosovo and a role of Minister of Trade and Industry. I was thinking, and well, I was in Brussels, we were talking about SAA, Stabilization Association Agreement. And then, well, first of all, let me just go back. The reason that I'm in politics is local government. When I ran for mayor in Kosovo in 2009, in a very disputed election, that I lost for a very tiny percentage, and then ran a general election, got seat in the parliament, and then became a minister. Again, quit that job after 2 years and 8 months to run again in my municipality. Jakova municipality is southwest of Kosovo. It inhabits 100,000 inhabitants, borders with Albania, a borderline of 53 kilometers, so quite extensive borderline. Has been devastatingly damaged during the war, had about 52 mass graves only in the municipality. It's the municipality that lost thousands of people, same amount of people in town and in rural areas. It's very wide area. So the reason in 2009 that I decided to run is because that I've seen that even at that time, 10 years after the war, the situation is desperate. The municipality used to be very active in former Yugoslavia. It has been one of the most industrialized municipalities in former Yugoslavia with all kinds of industries. Textile, only textile had employed 6,000 people. Textile, metal processing, wood processing, 24,000 people employed in the industry at that time. All that gone. During the war and after the war, number of missing people was the greatest from Jakova municipality, Kosovo level. There's still people missing 15 years after the war, and then now we're facing the issue of mixed bones, that we buried people and then some of their remains are outside somewhere. So now we go back and we have to, again, tackle the problem of making pieces together, giving comfort to the families. 2013, situation, again, fighting or sort of competing against the same mayor that, with the political party that had defeated me in 2009. I still think I won in 2009. But in 2013, I was more mature, had experience from the central level, had more voice also with all the security levels in terms of having fair and equal election. And here it is, Jakova municipality, a very proud municipality, depressed after the war, with a lot of youngsters like myself leaving the country, or leaving the municipality to go to Pristina, our country, to study abroad and then come back to Pristina, came back with the belief and the force that we can actually bring life to the municipality. And we did. I mean, it was the sort of the engagement of the whole range of people, including the people from the party that was ruling until then. And for your information, the party that I was running against was the party that merged from the war commanders and warlords that were fighting. So Jakovars managed to get together in one voice and elect for the first time in Kosovo the first female mayor. Now I have a position, so what do you do with it in the last 9 months? Okay, I've inherited the municipality with a serious debt, with a debt that amounts the capital investment of 1 year, so the debt amounts about 6 million euros for a municipality of 100,000 inhabitants, with an infrastructure that is lacking, with about 40% of population with lack of access to drinking water, of about 30% of unpaved road ever in town, and about 40% of unpaved roads in the rural areas, with quite a sort of disbelief of people whether this woman who has come from Pristina and looks urban can actually get close to the people that come from rural area, because this was a damage that I've inherited again. The partition of rural and urban, the saying that, oh, she will just rule for the rural area and not the urban and not the rural, which is 50-50%. This is another challenge that a woman mayor faces. That you can actually tell everyone that you're suitable as a mayor, and as any man can be, or even better, specifically when it comes to services, on education, on health. Bring pride to the people. What I found is that in Jakova, for example, Jakova was, apart from very industrialized municipality, had really very active sports life. So soccer team and some of the main players in soccer that played even for former Yugoslavia and now for international teams were coming from Jakova. So we decided to be very transparent. We have I think that bringing pride and joy to people is working in sports and culture. During these 9 months, we managed to have 2 teams, basketball and football, from the first league to the Super League. How we managed that to do is to actually get all the funding that we have on assistance for the sport, for the first time, distribute in a transparent manner. We invited all the teams that were seeking support from the municipality and distributed based on the project that they submitted, but openly. Everyone knew how much the other team had gotten. Also, in my role as a mayor, I put myself to lobby to raise funds for the sports team. How can I do that? Well, coming from the Ministry of Trade and Industry, I actually had a very good connection with business community, so I organized an advisory business council within the municipality that serves as a consultative body for the mayor and the executive team. We also have given the first signs to the business community and the business environment, which was feeling a little bit not secure before in terms of the investment in the municipality. We've removed all the taxes on businesses. Municipal taxes, you register your business in Jahova, you pay nothing. Basically, the municipal authority does not charge you anything, because in Kosovo, how the budget system is set is that everything is centralized. So the VAT and corporate income tax are collected by the central government and then distributed to the municipality based on the number of population in each municipality. So basically, our main income is property tax. So we kept that. We, of course, have reprogrammed the property tax, but what we've done with these little taxes that actually keep businesses in your country, but you don't necessarily gain a lot, we actually removed them all. We just said there are only 4 types of businesses that we will tax them on as a municipal local government. We will tax casinos, we will tax wholesale of gasoline, we will tax nightclubs and tobacco, wholesale of tobacco. So only these 4, the rest are all free of municipal taxes. We started engaging more in cultural life, meaningful cultural life. What we've said is we opened doors of the Palace of Culture in Jahova municipality, managed to raise funds from the central government to rebuild it. It's in the final stages. And we also, knowing all the consequences of what the previous mismanagement, we've organized a donors conference. For the local municipality, 3 months in duty, we organized donors conference where we managed to gather 8 different projecting companies that worked for free for the municipality to prepare projects and to actually present those in front of the donor community. So we invited all the donor international community that is present in Kosovo, from USA, from GIZ, the German government, French, Italian, all the embassies present, World Bank, and others, to actually show what are the priorities of the new local government. Until now, in 9 months, we managed to raise 2.4 million euros in different projects that were not projected within the municipal budget, and that came as either as a donor finance project or as a direct central government. One thing that I've promised to the people of Jahova, and I'm so stubborn to keep it, that I'm not going to make politics with the basic needs of people, meaning that whoever is elected in the central government. I had, for example, the situation when I was a minister and when I was trying to work with a mayor that we were competing against in 2009. And in 2010, I came back as a minister trying to work in a project. Constant refusal because of the bitterness of the game. And I said, this is never going to happen. It shouldn't be happening because you're sacrificing the need of people. So I think one of the very important things in the situation where you have the mayors directly elected and they come from political parties is actually the balance that you keep with the central government. I think it's the last position that you actually do politics by sacrificing people's needs. A lot of projects have been lost in Jahova municipality because of the attitude of the former mayor whose party was in opposition and say, well, no, the central government is not assisting. That's why we should be the central government. You don't do that with the needs of 100,000 people. It's too high of a price to pay. So I declare publicly, and I say it up again and again, and I say whoever is elected central government is going to have me there lobbying and pushing for Jahova projects because people need it. I mean, access to drinking water is not something you make politics with. Better and safer school environment is not something that you make politics with. And better health system, primary health care is the authority of local governance. Or the safety in the road. All of these things are things that you actually have to push and look for allies. So it's constantly building coalitions and actually seeking for allies who will support you in the needs of the people who have elected you. On a final note, I'd say that whatever people believe or think that a war had left, I've seen one thing, that regardless of the devastation on the buildings and the roads that were sort of ruined during the war, the hardest and the most difficult to change is the mindset of people. It's actually bringing hope to the people. It's actually making people believe that the war and fight for freedom was a stepstone to a better life. So I have come across this saying of the hardware is easy to change. Okay, I can find all the money to leave. The software is the hardest part that we all, as leaders, have to work with, to people believe that there is a better future and more hope to a better life. Thank you.
Thank you.